asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi ñu ngi fii nii si kololi tali bu bees gannaaw bi nga xamante ne démb incident bi nii xew na fi li nga xamante ne mooy Armed Robbery fi mu nekk nii nag mu ngi nii foofu xalaat fi nga xam ne yoon la foofu xewee ni rek tool fekkee ko waaye naaw ni police bureau bi ak ñi di wax ñu concentré foofu rek ngeen déglu muy gaay
one during Jalo, 31 years old, and one who had been arrested. And then he claimed to be a native of Sibano, and the other one, Alasan Jalo, who is still on the run, but he has a nickname called Mike. So they came here yesterday at 1500 hours. They first went to that bureau there, and they went inside with a knife hidden in their trouser. When they entered there, they find that there was a man there with a lady, and they could not operate. So here was their next point of call. When they came in here, they entered inside as a normal client. When they went and then found the teller there by the name Tida Dabo of EJ Financial Services, kololi here, they said, well, you have some euros there that we want to do some changes. He said, yes, I have some euros here. Then they took out $300, wanting to change it to euro. But she told them that we don't normally change Gambian dollars to euro. So that was the time that this Gabriel Jallo, and then 31-year-old, entered inside in the cave and then took out a knife and then threatened Tida to hand over those euros, otherwise their consequences will follow suit. And then during that time, the other accused also took out a knife. And that was the time that Tida screamed and the neighbors around came and then sealed the door here. So after that, when the neighbors came, then they tried to find their way out. They now directed the threat to the neighbors who came to Tida's help. They are standing at the door, threatening that if they don't leave the door, they are going to stab them to death and then find their way. So that's how they forced their way with those threats and then come out. So during the struggle, when the neighborhood don't want them to escape, that one of them escaped and then the other one wanted to escape, and the neighbors came out and then tried to apprehend him. But he was in possession of a knife and he was using it as a defense, not to be captured by the neighbors and then to also escape. So in fact, he attempted to stab one, almost have a narrow escape. And then that person escaped, and then further south, then more and more youth in the area came out and then joined forces together, take the bull by the horn, and then with all the circumstances, they confronted the guy, and then during the struggle, they happened to disarm him, and then that's how they arrested him, and they informed the police. And then
yes, one is at large, and what are the charges level against the one who is under detention?
The one who have already been arrested have been charged for attempted robbery and then going armed in public.
The one that is at large. So are you still people making a follow-up investigations?
In fact, guys, vigorous search for him. Investigation is in progress, and then I must definitely mention this, that this incident, the cooperation of the people of Kotu, the community of Kotu, is quite remarkable. And then this is what we are actually advocating for when we call for partnership with the community, so that we all take our common security as a common objective. The role that they play in here was really, really a gallant, brave, action. That's their contribution to this. And even after the arrest of the first accused, the community definitely helped the police and are still volunteering information and even giving lead information as to where this suspect may be found, and are doing everything possible so that we apprehend this. In fact, with the amount of information that is coming and the vigorous side by both the community and the police working hand in glove, collaboratively, we are very much confident that we are going to arrest this suspect who is on the run and shall be brought to book.
Yes, what short-term advice do you have for some of these businesses? Because you said when the robbers came to the first bureau, they find a man but they left and come to the other bureau and find only a lady here, and they attempted to rob her. What advice do you have for these businesses for short-term precaution, at least to avoid these issues?
What I may advise in that doesn't only necessarily goes to the bureau operators, but also goes to the general public. Like the kind of collaboration that has been demonstrated by the community of Kololi is what to be emulated by the entire Gambian population. Because the police cannot be everywhere. For instance, the way this guy entered here, this suspect, the way they entered here, they come very innocent and very ordinary. Just that you open a bureau for financial services and any innocent person can just come and then do the financial transaction and then go away. This is how they come. And then my advice to the public is that, or including this bureau, the change operators, let them report any suspicion to the police. In fact, if you are operating within a locality or within an area, try and have the contact number of the nearest police station close to you. Because we must use this information aid to our own advantage. Because the criminals are using this information to try to share information among themselves. So the public and the police also need to cooperate and share information so that we can be able to, prevent this kind of incidents, attempted robbery or even robbery and stealing and other crimes that are going around us. And we solicit that cooperation from the members of the public. Well, I believe that if all of us do it like the way the community have done, then the job of the police becomes very much easier. And thereby, our common treasure, which is the peace and security of this country, will be maintained to lay the foundation for sustainable socio-economic development.
Sir, according to your explanation, the lady was alone when they came?
Yes, she was
so
alone.
Don't you think there should be a possibility of the service to be providing security services for all these people? Not only the Bureau de Change, but everywhere there is a function, they should seek the police for security. Because I think it is more better for prevention than
to solicit security from the police.
Service, yes. They should have a security service here.
They should have a security service. Are you talking about national police security or are you talking about private security?
If you have the capacity to supply them with personnel, or but one cannot just operate like this all alone.
Yeah, I want us to understand one thing here. If you look at the population of the Gambia and you look at the population of the Gambia police force, even when you go by the police population ratio, we have not even reached the international standard. You understand? And then the police cannot be everywhere. How many bureaus are within this area alone? Certainly, or roughly, approximately, there are more than 50 something or 100 or if not or more than that. That's approximation, not on reality. So if the police are to actually try to post a police officer at each of these financial services, we cannot be able to afford that. That means that other national security activities are definitely going to suffer. But what actually is important here, even the advanced democracy, you can't have the police everywhere. All citizens have a responsibility. And one of your civic responsibility in democratic policing is participation. And that participation has to do with both physical and sharing of information. Physical, I mean what has actually happened in here. The community themselves took it upon themselves. I'm talking about youths, not even elderly people. The way yesterday the youths have been coming in here and their determination to help the police and then do everything possible to ensure that these people are brought to book is unprecedented. As a police officer for so many years, I will say that this kind of commitment from the youth, who are actually could have been labeled as the cause of the trouble, but instead this time they are in fact the lead in the security.
So what is going to be your take on this case?
What is going to be my take in this case is not more than what the law provides. Because as police officers, we are mandated to operate within the confines of the law. And that means that the person arrested, investigation is on, will follow the due police procedure, and then is charged and is going to be put before the court and then let the court decide. We are going to compile our file, put all the evidences together, and then get all the witness statements together, prepare the file, and then forward it to the court, and then let the court deal with the issue.
Thank you very much.
There is something very important here. that I should like to mention.
Where is the support?
Welcome. There is
You
a.
are the support. You are the support, no? Okay.
Wait. Actually, there is something.
ok mbokk yi comme numa leen ko waxee rek am fii ñu ngi nii am si tali bu bees am nekk fii nii am si kololi gis ngeen bureau bii nii la démba affaire bi xewee am comme nuñ leen ko waxee rek am li nga xamante ne am lii di ñaari waxambaane ñëw nañ ci bureau bi si beneen bureau bi leneen lañ ko njëkkee am ñëw fi am ñëw ne dañ bëgg a wécceeku wiro so ñu ngi amee woon $300 moom lañ amee woon after fekk fi jigéen bi kese kooku na leen ne normally duñ dee def loolu soo gars yi génnee seen ñaari paaka yi pour traiter ko pour mu jox leen euro bi soo moom mu yooxu bu mu yooxoo am la néebo si génn ak dëkkandoor yi am ñu jàppale ko unfortunately nag beneen booy bi am loo daw na waaye police yi jàpp nañ kenn te gars yaa ngi def investigation yi ba pare kon nag ñu ngi fii gis ngeen ko.
And then later, sometimes last year, March, he was deported to the Gambia. And when he came to the Gambia here to now, he said that he seems that life seems to be unbearable for him and that he has no option but to engage in criminal activities. When he was, his opinion was resounded as whether his action have something to do with attitude rather than only just what is the circumstances of the hard situation that is alleged. Then he said that yes, it's something that he had been doing in America, and when he also came back here, and then that's something that he has continued. That shows that definitely attitudinal. But one thing is very certain is that as far as issues of deportations or deportees are concerned, then we must all be actually vigilant. We must all actually be vigilant. And then not only just be vigilant, but we provide them with moral support, especially at family level, so that we can enable them to be reintegrated successfully back into their society in a more productive manner. Otherwise, these are going to be the consequences. Although that doesn't mean that this is a lancing for anyone to commit offense. Once you are in conflict with the law, you are going to be dealt with according to the law. Because the peace and security of this country is far more than any single one individual's interest to deal with.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Is he part of the people that are currently deported from America?
That's what I'm saying, that he was deported in March 2017. March 2017.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
mbokk yi gis ngeen comme niñ leen ko waxee rek am ñu ngi fii nii am si kololi police lii bi tali bu ees gis ngeen bureau bii nii la affaire te xawee am yéen a ko gisandoor after loolu négocié ñoo ko dimbale na nga def fi nga nekk
Non, man tuba garage la dëkk.
ok te pa garage ngeen incident bi fii la la fekk problème bi fii la la
Non,
fekk
problème bi fekkul ma fi, mais man
ok
sori ma fi.
ok loo mun a wax si problème bi
Man de bu ma mën a wax affaire yi xam nga il faut sécurité ñu dimbale nit yi mun a aar seen alal yi Gambia because nit yi su demee ni du baax affaire Gambia borom alal yi ku nekk dafa ragal dafa daw si dëkk bi te loolu baaxul ñu dëkk il faut sécurité bi ñu dimbale nit yi borom alal yi ñu mun a aar seen alal yi.
waaw mbaɗi mandinkol comme nga faale ñamen dorong ɓe jang sénégal mbiya mano kuto koto min keta bi walen kunun am roba solle nata ñing westani nu yono to kabiri nata i nata ñin sista ñin tara jang kabiri sista ñin tara jang am ya ñini ka ko faye yuro sotale woka